So it's in my office every day. Now, if you know Jay isn't the type of dude that's gonna openly ask for help or openly ask for anything. So every day. So by the third day, I'm like, what's up? I hit him. I'm like, what's up?
Now we got Irv Gotti. He's spilling the beans about Jay-Z and Puffy. You sure you weren't at them parties? A lot of the old players, man, they fell by the wayside, made these record labels, and all the dudes they put out front is folding like lawn chairs.
Was bothering you? He said, yeah, Gotti. Oh, shit. I said, you want to get him? He said, yeah, I want to get him. So in my mind, I'm like, you've been saying all this. If he do something, you gonna basically air out his right? He been saying little things. So we went to baseline.
Dame Dash is not around.
Oh, Dame Dash was never around.
Wait, what? What did you just say?
I mean, he wasn't around like Hov is Hov.
Right.
I don't get it. Hov don't need nobody.
Right.
Once Hov got on, he was the guy I would be like, he didn't need nobody.
Right.
Like X needed people around him to help him.
Right.
Ja needed me to help him.
Right.
Hov,
right.
Once he got on, he didn't need nobody. He could do it all himself. He'll pick the beats, go produce it. He didn't need nobody. So we go in there, I put on a super ugly beat, and he does what he does. Talk about it. No one cared.
At the time, I could tell, like I wasn't in the studio session, but I could tell you thought that was hard.
In all honesty, I thought he did what he was saying he's gonna do. Now, did I think it was the hardest? No.
The famous battle with Jay-Z and Nas goes down in history. A lot of people say Nas won that battle. No one got hurt. Now we got the new battle with Kendrick. You know, and old Drake. Seems like Future and them done kind of put Drake out of business, but it's yet to be determined. Now you got Jigga Man letting Drake do the Super Bowl. Got Weezy and all them upset. It's funny how the tables turn. Stay down for your crown, nephew.
Because in retrospect,
if you would have asked me Ether or Super Ugly, I would have been like, yo, Ether, yeah. Like, are you serious? This is a free, and I didn't want to get in that arena.
Right. So
I'm using another. I didn't make a beat. It's a freestyle.
Right.
Ether's a record.
Right.
Takeover's a record.
Right.
You want to do a battle, do Takeover and Ether.
Right.
I think Ether still wins.
Right.
Right? But do that. You did a
Welcome
freestyle
to the Sir Ism Show.
Was rhyming or whatever. So that's the exact story of how that came about.
Right.
And it was funny because when Preem heard it, because after Super Ugly, that's when radio did the.
Because it wasn't a 2 beat.
It's 05. It was no more writing on the walls. It was, y'all can get behind me. I used to tell Leo and the whole staff, and I would tell them, yo, shut the up. I said, you work better when you shut up and get behind me. Now this is what we doing. And he would shut up.
Not being a fan of Jay-Z pretty much guarantees you won't like Diddy either. And Irv made sure to let everyone know he's no different. According to Irv, the shady dealings between Jay-Z and Diddy are all connected, and their powerful friendship might just be a front for something way more sinister.
Right. I love Puff.
Yeah.
He can do drugs.
Yeah. Whoa! Oh yeah, I don't know. He done hit me with a Jeffrey one time. I was there. That Jeffrey.
You need to take a hit of this Jeffrey. It'll calm you down.
Yeah, I smoked with Puff. I was like,
so soft.
We were seeing things.
I just got a business idea.
chocolate eggplant.
Chocolate eggplant.
Welcome to the Sir Ism Show.
Yo, this nigga hit us with Jeffrey.
I swear to God.
It's all good, Puff. You can hit me with the Jeffrey.
I run this city, send the cops out of nature if you
Later you gonna find out a little thing real.
And united we stand, and ain't nothing else. Right. To us, Black excellence. Right
Jay-Z show didn't have that billionaire's lunch. You keep it quiet. Everybody's keeping quiet. All the execs are leaving their posts, resigning. A lot of people selling the catalog. The music industry. It's a cold world. Say you have to take an oath before you ever can make a record. Wonder who they take an oath to. They've been had videos about, the things Jay-Z and them do and, throwing up the rock, the real meaning of the rock. Rockefellers, throwing up the, okay sign, but it's really something else, covering up one eye. Definitely something to think about. So if you want to get this rich, this will come along with it. I don't think I want to be that rich, man. You can say, well, you can't be. Well, that's cool. Just to be nice, well off, be able to take care of your family, man, you're doing good. A lot of these people got all that money and they're unhappy because they got people they got to satisfy in different engagements, got them running ragged. You think it look good on the outside, but it's really a cold world. They are demons.
That's what I'm talking about. We ain't going nowhere. I see you, Tom. What up?
Ain't that old Robert Kraft? Didn't he get caught over there in Florida with a few of them little massage parlor little ladies? He's a demon.
With all the heat coming from Irv Gotti, Jay-Z and Diddy didn't just sit back. They teamed up to flip the script and expose Irv in return. Talk about the tables turning. The backlash was swift, and Jay and Diddy were quick to drag Irv into the spotlight, trying to shift attention away from their own secrets.
In the last interview we did, you were speaking about how Puffy, he told on
Gene Deal, Puffy's former bodyguard, when they were trying to get Suge Knight, Irv Gotti, and Jay Prince. They was going to get a record label. Then the feds came. They're demons.
Suge Knight, Irv Gotti, and Jay Prince about the distribution company they was trying to make. How do you know for a fact that Puffy told the police? So if you don't mind, can you break that down some more, yo, for the people?
Because it wasn't the police, it was the feds, one of the persons who was with them. So you got to understand this, right? Suge Knight was bringing terror onto Uptown Records, had them scared. You understand? Had them scared. That's why Andre Harrell would hire a person like Bill Whitfield that was a strong dude that didn't care about nothing and that would do his thing against somebody or anybody. He did everything to protect Andre Harrell. But and this is the situation, Suge was extorting them and they thought he was using extortion tactics. You understand? To get Mary J. Blige's contract right, to get Jodeci contract right. And it was this other person, I don't know, it was Jeff Red, I don't know who it was, but it was somebody else in Uptown Records that he was helping to try to get their contracts right, because they wasn't.
Now Suge locked up, Puff locked up. Suge used to be strong arm, and y'all know it. He was the bully of the industry, but some of them people needed it. Biggie movie. We had the Tupac movie. I think we're going to have a part 2. It ain't over. They're demons.
Getting no points, no publishing. They wasn't getting nothing but show money. You understand what I'm saying? So now, when Puff, Kirk Burroughs, that's the other person that was with them, they go up to the feds with all this paperwork. You understand? And I mentioned this before. You understand? They not only talking about the extortion stuff, they talking about how they trying to be made to and to have this what you call this promotion, this distribution thing, and which I'm finding out they wasn't even going to be a part of it until later, but they was in fear, like they was trying to be made to be a part of this whole distribution thing.
Layers and layers to the story. The music industry. These two iconic figures. Suge was right there when Pac got unalived. Puff sent Biggie to California. Who knows why? That was a bad move. But when it's your time, it's your time. But when you get in bed with these demons, this might be you, family. Be careful, nephew.
That Suge Knight was trying to build up with Rockefeller, because it was Dame Dash, it was Irv Gotti, it was Jay Prince, and Death Row. You understand what I'm saying? So now everybody wanna know who's this and who's that, and want to go back and say, yo, how do you know? It came from the horse's mouth. He said he got all the paperwork to prove it. Kirk Burroughs said it plenty of times, but nobody won't sit down with him. I mean, like, you won't get none of these, these radio stations and all this stuff like that to sit down with him. He said, I got the paperwork. He got files from the from the DEA and the FBI, all that stuff like that. He got plenty of paperwork behind this whole stuff. But people want to get on here and say, yo, because they not privy to the information, you understand, directly from the people who was involved. And you get a person like me that don't give a damn, and I'll repeat it and tell it. Oh, dude, Cap and dude.
It's amazing. Nobody done got it. Oh, Gene Deal. Gene is a moving shaker in the New York Harlem streets. He's a former popo himself. They always have these guys like a Shaft that play kind of both sides. You know what I'm saying? When they say the hip hop police.
Dude looking for attention. No, it happened. Now other people coming out talking about it. They putting Jay-Z was a part of it. They telling their story, and it all is coincide what we said years ago, when we said on platforms before, when we said on your show before. So I can't worry about what these cats are saying. They doing it for the views, bro. They doing it because they don't have nothing else to talk about. Like I said before, they're gonna look at this and make a show about it. Keep helping that platform, Art.
Welcome to the Sir Ism Show.
So Puffy told, but Jay-Z, I didn't know about that. So Jay-Z, he told too?
Said that years ago, man. Said that years ago. What are you gonna do? They're gonna do whatever. Yo, listen to me. They're the reason why rap in New York went down the drain. They made sure that these young cats didn't come up with platforms and didn't come up with situations. Like Jay-Z, let me tell you something. Jay-Z and it's funny. It's funny. We were talking about how.
I remember when DMX used to always say, and DMX, was produced by Irv Gotti. He's always say Jen was hating on him because DMX might have been the first in hip hop to get 2 #1 albums in 1 year. I think Future done it 3 times now, But back back in those times when DMX wasn't as hot, he was always saying, Jay-Z and it was holding back the record label, this and that. And it's, ironic that now this is coming out and you think people are crazy, but they're really saying something. I know Jaguar Wright, we're going to go over her later, but she be doing a lot of talking. But Dame Dash said, why no one has sued her? Why she ain't in court? Why nobody put a gag order on her? Where there's smoke, there's fire. They're demons.
Puff and Ja Rule was cool. But at one time, Puff was trying to trick Ja Rule into going at Jay-Z. That whole weekend that he was with Sarah. The whole weekend they was in that hotel room. That day they was in that hotel room. Always coming back on that G5 jet. He was trying to talk Ja Rule into going at Jay-Z. But now him and Jay-Z is like freaking frat. It's crazy how things work out, huh?
Adding more fuel to the fire.
Welcome
Gene
to
Deal
the
recently claimed
Sir
that Diddy has a
Ism
history
Show.
of playing both sides, alleging that he's been an FBI informant for years. According to Gene, Diddy exposing Irv Gotti to the feds isn't exactly a new thing.
That he was working with an agent in DC, but he was arrested by an agent in New York. But I can't go into it, and the reason I can't go into it is because another individual found out this information and it's owed to him. But when Fox News and everybody say they can't find out who the agent is, it's online. If you got certain systems that you could find out who the agent is, because we found out who the agent is, but it's not my story to tell. I would tell you that, brother, but it's not my story to tell. It belongs to somebody else, and they're going to see it come out. Puff was hit with a 40 rule because it's called a Rule 40, because he didn't show up at the agent's office in DC. The New York agent arrested him. He got adjudicated of all charges in January of 1999. Was it 99? I think it was 99 when he got 99 or 90. Was it 90? It was January of 90. It was either 96 or 99. I wish I could tell you more about it, stuff like that, but I don't have the paperwork in front of me. But when they tell you they can't find out the agent, he's a director now here in New York. It's true. He was hit with a Rule 40 for not showing up to the agent in DC, and the agent in New York arrested him and charged him, and they end up throwing it out and sealing the case. That's when, and that's how I figured that he was working with the FBI.
And around this time when you found out that Diddy, he was an informant, you said that, Diddy, he told the feds that Suge Knight, Irv Gotti, and Jay Prince was trying to make a company together?
Well, what happened is that Suge Knight was trying.
So we come to find out, Puffy's old house. Old house boy. But when you're in a bad situation, nobody wants you when you're down and out. Yeah, everybody wanted to go to those white parties. Everybody wanted to see Puffy, He was the king of hip hop, Now it comes out, he's a dirtbag. It's a cold world. Respect yourself, family. Don't respect these suckers. They're frauds. Live your life holy. Don't be a demon like these suckers, nephew. Be smooth. Don't let this be you. in Player News.